So we're doing the Friday Tractor YouTube story on this 4450 and this dairy farmer here. This is the second time we've done this because apparently technology and me have some issues. But that's all right. That's all right. But yeah, this is Leallen Huppert. Now, Leallen, you are a dairy farmer.
Correct. Yes, I am.
Do some custom work.
Yeah, we do.
And you've had
cash grain also.
Yeah.
And bought the tractor in '93.
So she's been around a while.
Yep. What do we got? 30 years. 30 years in July.
So that's kind of the old faithful.
Yeah, it's just been a really good tractor.
It's rubber behind the ears every now and then, and it just gets the job done, right?
It just keeps it going.
Okay.
She's a little lighter duty nowadays. Maybe gets to rake a little hay or run the auger. It's kind of light duty.
So
it was the main tractor for a good 10 years.
So it's early model, right?
Yeah, 83 model.
Quad range.
Yep.
18.438s.
At 42s now.
It had 38s though,
yep,
originally.
come with 38s.
2 remotes or 3?
Well, we actually got 3 in this one now. We had it on the corn planter for a little while with the vacuum planter. So we had to have a third remote, so we added that.
How many hours were out when you bought it then, back in 93?
2,400 hours on it. And now it's got like 13.5.
So do you remember what you paid for it back then?
I think it was around 32,000.
Okay. And it was a fairly new tractor.
Yeah, well, 10 years old, looked really good. Really a nice shaped tractor.
So at the time, back in 1993, what was your farm like? Because today you guys milk what?
Like 250 cows in a freestall shed and parlor. And back then was a 65 cow tie stall barn.
Yep. And I should add, this isn't the farm you grew up on. Like you had to get your own farm.
Yeah, I rented that other farm 86 to 99 before moving here, and then we built the freestall shed and put in a AA parlor.
So when you bought this tractor, you were pretty young. And that was a big purchase.
Yeah, I stretched myself again.
That's the only way you get it, right?
Yeah, I guess the banker must have had a little confidence in me. Hey, maybe I'll make her go.
Yeah. So you traded a tractor in on this.
I had a TW15 front wheel assist. I don't remember what year it even was. Maybe I don't know if they were like an 88 model or.
It was like a Series 2 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It had the 2 on the side.
Yeah, I don't
Front wheel assist, right?
Yep.
And it didn't have a lot of hours on it.
No, I think it only had like 1,800 hours. So it had less hours.
And it was front wheel assist.
And front wheel assist, and I got rid of that for this because we're just John Deere people.
Well, and you were having some issues with it already, right?
Right. It had the head gasket was out. The 2-speed was giving us a little trouble. Didn't want to shift all the time.
So do you regret going from
God, I wouldn't. That tractor would have never made it 30 years like this thing did.
So this tractor today now, it has how many hours on it now?
13,500.
So you put well over 10,000 hours on it.
Yeah.
You've done a lot to it.
No.
Original transmission?
Yep.
Original engine, original clutch?
Yep. It's never been split apart or anything.
Pretty hard to beat that.
Yeah.
But she was bone stock, only 140 horsepower, and never done anything hard work, right?
Well, we had it up in Richmond one time, and they called and said, we dynoed your tractor. It was their inspection thing they do over winter. And they said, we dynoed your tractor. It's got 225 horse. Do you really need that much? And I says, gosh, I didn't know it had so much horse. So I says, yeah.
Because you had never turned it up.
I never touched it. Never, just brought her home and we farmed with it. Well, they turned her down, and then I couldn't pull my field cultivator anymore. And so we turned her back up. It's run that way its whole life. That's why I'm amazed it stayed together. I don't know, I used to, God, we plowed, we chisel plowed, we dig, we were pulling the chopper.
So back then, when you got this, how many different tractors? Did you have a bunch of different tractors?
No, I only had this 706, and somewhere in there I got a 4320 too. But this was my tractor. In the wintertime, I'd put a loader on and plow snow with it, and then later we had gotten a TMR also, so I sometimes would sit on the TMR over winter, just kind of have that cab type of thing. So
Yeah, you unhooked and hooked
yeah,
a lot. And on a dairy farm back then, especially the smaller dairy, like a tractor still did everything. Like today, there's self-propelled choppers and
right.
trucks and
Yeah, since we got self-propelled in 2008, so that's taken the duty off the tractor with chopping and stuff. So
but back then your tractor did everything.
it did. It was,
And then when you'd take a little time off of farming in the summer, you'd take it up to the county fair and
well, that was more that guy.
oh, all right.
I
But-
guess a couple times I did take it myself, but
Yeah, I seem to remember you and certain family members all like, all pulling. But
Nick fine-tuned her though, so you can blow smoke and make her go.
so you've owned a couple of 4450s.
Yeah, I did. After having this one, I really liked this one all the time, and then I bought one. It must have been around 2005, I think. I bought another 4450 that had the power shift. And we're cutting hay. We'd cut hay with two of them. And this one would only use half the fuel, and it just drove better. I don't know. I just liked it always better. So I ended up, when I got the self-propelled chopper in 2008, I sold that one. And then we were running like 3 mergers to merge hay with these tractors. So then I bought another 4450, and that was around a couple years. And then we ended up getting the Oxbow merger that we only needed 1 tractor. So then I sold that one off too a little later on. And then in May, I needed a spreader tractor, so I went and bought another 4450.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Like, and those aren't the only 44s you've owned. You've had a
Yeah, I got a 4440. I had a 4430. Traded the 4430 for a 6420 loader tractor. 'Cause I used to have a loader on the 4430, but a 2-wheel drive one wasn't the best thing. When kind of need to get that front wheel assist. I had a lot of bags and
Yep.
load and feed and stuff out of them bags. You need a front wheel assist because they're on mud at the time. And so we had that. We got a 4455. Also, that's been a pretty sweet tractor too. So
you got a favorite?
I don't know. I like this one. I like the 4455. I don't know.
I mean, the new ones are nice.
They're nice. Yeah, you can't beat that either. But
There's something about
it's just I don't know. Maybe it's the growing up days. You kind of grew up with this stuff.
and I'd say even, which you're older than me, but not that much older than me. We're growing up. A 50 was a big deal.
Well, I always thought so.
I mean, because it was the 80s when they were built, so there weren't near as many 50s as there were 40s or especially like 30s.
30s. A lot of 30s around when I was growing up.
Yeah, and if you had a 4440, somebody had a 4440 growing up, it was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was really new.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, 50 was a big, big deal. I know your cousin was jealous of this tractor.
I remember we did some custom combining, and I was a youngster, and we went combining for a guy, and he had a brand new 4450, and I was like, God, he's got one of them, and he milks cows. I think I'm going to milk cows and have a 4450.
And here you are. Dreams do come true, kids. You can have your dreams come true, too. Thank God we live in America.
Yeah, there you be. If I'd known what I did now, I don't think I'd milk the cows.
Well, but you got the 4450, right?
Right.
So that was a big purchase as you're a young farmer starting out. Do you regret that?
No. Gosh. We take a tractor, and you can just, 30 years and hardly spent $1 on it.
And get all your money back today.
Yeah. I mean, it's $32,000. I don't know, a pretty good paint on it. I just imagine it should be worth $30,000 yet.
So that's kind of what cements you to that tractor. Is what